tonight on Connecticut's news station.
It's too quiet. I don't know why the priests aren't yelling and the police aren't yelling.
Emotional reaction from the family of the 12-year-old girl who was shot and killed in the capital city.
And a smash and grab caught on camera. Yet another community hit by thieves.
Plus, utility company accountability.
It feels like we're putting politics aside and putting policy in place that makes sense for the state of Connecticut.
The new system in place to keep energy reliable and affordable for Connecticut residents.
Timing out some additional shower chances for tonight into the day tomorrow. Plus, we are timing out more of a steadier rain in time for the weekend. Your full forecast coming up.
And a hiccup for home buyers. Mortgage changes making it harder for some to get a roof of their own over their heads.
They raised the fees slightly, to be honest with you, for people that have higher credits and a larger down payment.
What you need to know before applying for a loan.
Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us here on the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Jen Bernstein. We are following breaking news right now out of West Hartford. Police responding to a school bus crash. We have a live look at the scene right now. This is near Bishop's Corner at North Main Street and Miller Road. You can see the car involved here has some damage on the front end, as well as the school bus here. No word yet if there are any injuries. Of course, we will keep you updated as we learn more. Also, we have an update tonight on a drive-by shooting last week that killed a 12-year-old bystander in Hartford.
Police arresting 2 teenage shooting victims at the hospital today. Fox 61 Samaya Hernandez speaking one-on-one today with the victim's family. Samaya joins us now live from Hartford Police Headquarters with their message. Samaya.
Ben and Jen, Secret Pierce is a 7th grader at Milner School here in the capital city. She was robbed of another day. She's also a girl who was born into a family that knows tragedy and the tragedy of gun violence here in Hartford. Now that family urging the community to speak out and help them find justice.
11 years to get this right, and we failed. I failed. Society failed.
Samuel Saylor has seen gunfire rip through 2 generations. His son back in 2012, and more than a decade later, his 12-year-old granddaughter.
She was sassy, she was beautiful, she was opinionated.
Doctors at St. Francis Hospital fought overnight Thursday to revive 12-year-old Secret Pierce after her head and abdomen were pierced by bullets.
We tried all night. To save Secret's life.
11 years before this vibrant Milner School 7th grader lost her life on Huntington Street while sitting in a car, her father Shane was killed by gunfire in Hartford.
She grew up over the last 11 years with the absence, with the fact that she can't reach out to Dad. Dad wasn't there. She had to grow a sense of Teflon skin to go on.
Police say Secret was not the intended target when gunfire rang out between 2 people who made away in a car Thursday and several males on the street. Wednesday, police arresting 2 teen males shot in the incident, 18-year-old Jeremy Francis and a 16-year-old, while they were recovering in the hospital. They're facing gun charges but haven't been charged in Secret's death.
Help the police. The police wants to do their job.
Saylor, who pastors at a church in Springfield, is now calling on the community to help this family, robbed of so much, find justice.
An opportunity to turn sweet 16, an opportunity to fall in love, an opportunity to go to college, an opportunity to buy a prom dress, an opportunity to just, mature into a full young lady.
Anyone with knowledge of that vehicle that made away or the 2 people in it are urged to call Hartford Police. In Hartford, I'm Samaya Hernandez, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Samaya, thank you. Well, this has been a story that Fox 61 has been following closely. A rapid rise in vehicle thefts and burglaries, mainly targeting suburban neighborhoods. And tonight, another community has been hit.
Yeah, add Southington to the list. Police had a busy morning, and now they are releasing video of the suspect who were caught in the act. Fox 61's Matt Karen has all of the details for us.
Well, if you guys needed any more reminders to lock your vehicle, put it in the garage, and make sure all the valuables are taken out of it, make sure this is your wake-up call. 11 more vehicles vandalized right here in Southington. Police telling us they're coordinating their efforts and sharing resources in an effort to bring this group to justice. Smash and grab.
It's not just in Connecticut, it's happening across the country.
A wave of property crime from Rocky Hill in South Windsor to Southington. Just before 5 a.m. Wednesday morning, these two suspects caught on camera shining a light into vehicles, looking for valuables and making their move, being sure not to open the door to avoid setting off the alarm.
I'm pretty confident in saying that these are most likely people that have been involved in committing crimes in other towns, and it's just a matter of time before we figure out who the people are.
Southington police are looking for 3 to 4 people who wore dark-colored clothes, gloves, and masks between 3 and 10 a.m., hitting about 11 vehicles in the northwest and central areas of town.
In some cases, they're walking from house to house.
One of those homes here on Pinehurst Crossing, you can see the broken glass from a smashed truck window. The homeowner didn't want to go on camera, but told Fox 61 the vandals didn't steal anything.
Historically, we saw them. They occurred in the middle of the night, the early hours, 2, 3 a.m. things, and we are getting calls and reports of these crimes occurring during the day.
Southington police say the thieves use this type of device to easily break windows. They're investigating if this is the same group who was seen in this stolen Honda Accord Tuesday, stealing tires from vehicles at a hotel parking lot. So we're talking about South Windsor, Wethersfield, Rocky Hill, Glastonbury, Newington, so many other communities. In this case, the vandals got away with about $600 in cash, as well as a stolen wallet and pocketbook. Police telling us that they should all be considered armed and dangerous. Never approach them. Call 911. We're live in Southington. Matt Karen, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Doubt an ongoing problem here in Connecticut. Matt, thank you very much. Well, new tonight, a Hartford man is facing multiple charges after allegedly threatening a state police sergeant. Police say Raymond Lipinski approached a sergeant in a police car on Monday and then began shouting and threatening to kill him. When the sergeant tried to approach Lipinski, he drove off. Lipinski was located on Asylum Avenue this morning and became combative as well as resisted arrest, according to police. Police say a detective had minor injuries as a result of the struggle to secure Lipinski. Well, also new tonight, the New London Police Department looking to thank those Good Samaritans who helped their officer while responding to the deadly fire on the Gold Star Bridge. Police calling the Good Samaritans heroes for helping to rescue an injured person from that car. If you know who these Good Samaritans are, New London Police are asking you to reach out to them. All right, turning now to the weather. Another nice day out there, but there could be some rain overnight and this weekend.
Just what we need, another rainy weekend here. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now. Hi, Rachel.
We're in this weather setup where we have nice Fridays and rainy weekends, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Taking a look at the radar, we got a few spot showers out there, one in northeastern Connecticut that's been out there for the last 45 minutes or so. Killingly up through Putnam are wet at the moment. Widen out the picture and you'll see more numerous showers to the west. This line looking pretty good, but most of it likely falls apart by the time it moves into Connecticut. Here's one of our future computer models showing the radar coming through, and you'll notice that a lot of that line ends up breaking apart. So I do think the chance for some scattered showers overnight, but they'll be hit or miss in nature, and that'll be the case heading into tomorrow morning as well, and even tomorrow afternoon. The chance for a hit or miss shower, but some areas may stay completely dry. Here's a look at temperatures out there in the 50s right now, which is something we've become very accustomed to lately, but here's a change. It won't be as chilly out there tonight as it has been the last couple of nights and mornings. No 30s as we head towards daybreak, but low to mid 40s as we head towards tomorrow morning. We'll begin the day with mostly cloudy skies tomorrow and the chance for some scattered showers. As we head through the afternoon, clouds will try to break for some sunshine. Isolated shower chance, but most of the day is dry with highs up around 60 degrees. Nice finish to the work week on Friday. And then we're talking about that rain for the weekend. Full forecast coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, beginning today, you may start seeing helicopters pretty close to your trees. Eversource's helicopters will be side trimming trees to the rest of the week using their helicopter fleet for the vegetation management program. This is to help potentially lower the amount of trees on power lines when a storm does happen. There'll be helicopter trimming in Enfield, East Windsor, South Windsor, and in Vernon. Construction started this morning on I-95 exit 74 project in East Lyme. The project will reconfigure the exit lanes and create 12-foot shoulders. Officials saying that it'll help reduce the number of crashes in the area and allow traffic to move more safely. They'll also add sidewalks on Route 161 to improve pedestrian mobility. The bridge over 161 will also be getting replaced. And here's a look at what officials expect the exit to look like once this project's done. That's slated to be completed in 2027.
Well, new tonight, Connecticut's Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, or PURA, approved a new way to regulate utility companies, now based on performance. This comes at a time when rates have spiked for many residents. The governor says this will actually increase accountability here. Fox 61's political reporter Emma Wolfhorst is in Essex, where she spoke with the governor and PURA officials about this decision.
Governor Ned Lamont joined state lawmakers and PURA officials here at Essex Town Hall today to praise this decision. Now, this all stems from a 2020 state law called the Take Back Our Grid Act, which required PURA to implement these new regulations, which they say increase accountability from utility companies. Now, those here at the press conference today all calling this a disruption to Connecticut's regulatory system, which they say is a good thing for residents here in the state.
You get paid for doing good work.
Tuesday, Connecticut's Public Utilities Regulatory Authority approved new regulations for utility companies, which will base compensation on performance.
The utilities in this state and across the world are used to being compensated simply for what they put into the ground. And now we're saying what you put into the ground has to achieve the goals and objectives that we've outlined for you.
Those goals and objectives include 9 priority outcomes like social equity, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, affordable service, and more.
I want those goals to be aligned. I want to make sure the utilities have incentives alongside what we want to have accomplished.
And there's more legislation this session. A new bill advanced last month, which lawmakers call Take Back Our Grid Part 2. This measure with bipartisan support would give PURA more discretion over rate setting.
It is simply common sense that we as consumers in this state pay for quality, pay for results.
The state's utility companies clashing with PURA in the past over rate hikes, but United Illuminating issuing a statement Wednesday saying it welcomes this decision and looks forward to aligning its operations, investments, customer service engagement, and system planning within this new constructive regulatory framework.
Even with today's final approval, these new regulations won't actually go into effect until spring of next year. PURA officials tell me while they do have priorities and goals set up for the utility companies, they're now in the process of setting up financial mechanisms, although they say they are hoping to get to a point where the public feels better served. Reporting in Essex, Emma Wolfhorst, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Emma. New tonight, new legislation looks to protect children from the harmful impacts of social media. Senator Chris Murphy, with lawmakers, introducing the Protecting Kids on Social Media Act. Under the legislation, kids would need to be at least 13 years old to use social media apps, and teens 13 to 17 would need parental consent before going on the apps.
I've seen the smiles on my 2 children's faces when they're watching something that delights them online. I've seen the way that it can help connect them to their peers. But I have also seen the immense damage that it does to our kids in a very personal way.
Also prevent social media companies from feeding content using algorithms to users under 18.